No.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello and welcome to the Secondary Heroes Artist Alley live stream. We are here this week with artist Arnel Baluyot from the Ninja Bot. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys.
And for those who are new to the Secondary Heroes, my name is Prague.
This is Trevor.
There you go.
And I'm DeLorean Wolfgang or Alex. Either way, doesn't matter. I'll answer to both.
Either way, so welcome everybody in the chat. I see there we have Jedi and Jen and Mountain Meg in there, and I think
Super
Steph was there as
Jen!
well. So welcome. Bring your friends, ask some questions. We're gonna probably be mainly on Twitch answering questions tonight, but I know Alex is gonna be looking in Periscope probably and YouTube for other questions. So
I'll try my best.
do our best, but we're trying out Twitch. Is new for us. We've been on Twitch before, but we haven't used it kind of as our main platform since Mixer kicked the bucket.
All right.
Sad day. That's
It
why.
was sad.
That's why we had such a fun time pre-show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
And so
Yeah,
be
working
sure
out.
if you are watching, put exclamation point points to see how many hero bucks you have. You're going to want to have those for later in the stream, just a heads up.
Oh, well, there you go. So type exclamation point points. There we go. So welcome to the show, sir. So what are you doing with your time now that we've been locked down?
I've been finishing up art with the board game that my wife and I are currently trying to polish up.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
A
really
board
exciting.
game.
Yeah.
Would you mind going in?
No,
On that?
what kind of board game? Like role playing or?
It's going to be it's a tabletop card game.
Okay.
And the theme that we're going for is we wanted to do a fighting game in the style of like Street Fighter, but translated to the tabletop experience.
Nice.
And what we did was I have a whole like line of characters called Popcats.
Right.
And we decided to make them the main characters and fighters of the game, and it's all kind of in this 80s retro, synth wave style.
Oh, Alex and I know a lot about
Dude,
synthwave. We're big fans.
I'm on such a big synthwave kick right now. It's crazy. It's like the only thing I listen to while I'm working.
It's so fun. It's relaxing too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw your creations. That one cat that kind of looked like, to me, it kind of reminded me of like Glow, if Glow were a bunch
Really?
of cats, I guess.
Character. Her name is Sparkles.
Yes, that one. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I kind of like that look. That's I almost
man.
think you should have called it Cat Fight, but still.
Oh man, that was one of the names we wanted. That Street Fighter like crazy naming convention
Yeah, of
with
course.
like the 3 subtitles, whatever.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what it is. But no, it's a lot of fun. Do you I know I saw, was it at Comic-Con last year? Did you actually have like any kind of prototypes ready, like that you were
Yeah.
showing off?
It was a couple years ago. Yeah, we were doing a demo of the game.
Yeah.
My wife is actually she designed all the mechanics and stuff and all the gameplay. She
Right.
was demoing it upstairs in the
The game lobby.
in the game lobby.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because I remember seeing that cat before, and I was like, I didn't realize that was yours for some reason.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
didn't know that was tied to you, and that was a lot of fun. So,
Yeah.
hey, welcome Geek Together, welcome Ricky.
Oh,
Saying hi
Geek
to our
Together's
people.
here.
Oh, yeah.
That means
With it being our best
happy
behavior.
birthday. Big happy birthday to Damien from Geek Together.
Yeah, happy birthday, Damien. Hope you're having a good one.
Birthday.
Yeah. So, speaking of Comic-Con was canceled this year, which is
I
a
know.
bummer because we know that's kind of how we all kind of met, and I know that's a place where you probably get a lot of your business.
Yeah.
What's it like for you now that these conventions are canceled this year?
It's been, it's for artists like me, it's probably been a crazy life-changing experience. Because the freelance stuff is great, but a lot of us made our living doing these shows.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
It's been really tough to transition for a lot of us. I would do my best. I've still got client work thankfully. And I'm actually doing some commissions kind of in the spirit of Comic-Con, you know. Some people were nice enough to commission me to, you know, do some pop cats for them. Pop dogs, pop cats, all that stuff.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
But-
Yeah, I really feel for the artists that, I mean, that really is. I mean, conventions are like the lifeblood for a lot of artists and
A lot.
creators and writers. So yeah, it's kind of tough, especially since it's easier because it's all concentrated in one place. Whereas on the internet's so vast that it's like you
Right.
can get lost in the mix sometimes, I feel.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm hopefully bringing, you know, artists like you onto this show helps in some capacity, in some way. I know that I read that as part of San Diego Comic-Con this year, you are kind of part of their virtual events, and that you are going to be doing like commissions and stuff for people that do want to submit them.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah. We've already done some commissions as well, and people have been nice enough to pre-order some of the this year's, you know, like Comic-Con exclusive stuff.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I was worried about that kind of stuff and how that would work out, and hopefully people are flocking to their website too to kind of get in touch with the artists and see what they're doing and offering.
Right. And hopefully artists are, you know, kind of following suit and jumping on the internet, you know, get stuff out.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, well, I know too, so I have some friends that were artists, and they've kind of told me, you know, that it's been really rough for them, not just in terms of not, you know, being able to get out there and go to Comic-Cons, but also like mentally, like this was their life. They're trying to figure out how to restructure their work.
Right.
So for them, it's like, sure, I can go online and, you know, live draw for people and sell my stuff online, but like, how does that work? And how do I start that up? And how do I change the way I've been doing things for like the last, you know, 10, 20, 30 years?
Yeah.
I know it's been a struggle for a lot of people mentally and emotionally. So
We were talking about it earlier, Prague, when I was like, you know, I'm looking into Twitch streaming. I'm pretty excited about that kind of thing. So hopefully sooner rather than later, I'll be doing that.
Yeah, and what would be a fun idea for that, if you do start streaming on Twitch, would be to take that board game and like do that board game online with your fans. You know, like take turns, roll the dice, you know, kind of stuff like that'd be fun too.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a great
maybe
idea.
we have you back and we play your game with you. I would love that.
The game, my partner is actually playtesting the game virtually in Tabletop Simulator. Have you guys heard of that program?
No. What's this? That sounds exciting.
So the board game community, right? Since they can't gather together as much as they used to.
Right.
Cons are canceled. A lot of them are jumping on these programs that simulate a tabletop experience. So you can upload your entire game that you're working on or have worked on, and people can play them in a 3D model, just like it would in real life.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah, if you guys want to try it, I think Tabletop Simulator is on Steam.
Simulator, okay.
Yeah, I have it. I have Steam, so I'll be checking that out for sure.
Board game
night. Yeah.
But yeah, she's doing that.
Dude, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, check out. Yeah.
Very nice. So as part of our Q&A, I always kind of like to ask our artists kind of like their upbringing and kind of what got you into art. Like, was that something you were always into and doing, or is that something that kind of came later after the fact?
Since I was 9, probably.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was a buddy of mine who he was I guess he was an artist too, but I could remember it very vividly. He was drawing the arm of Wolverine, and I was like, how are you doing that? It looks like magic. And kind of obsessed with how he did what he did. And I kind of just never stopped.
Yeah,
you know?
It's funny. I had a friend like that in middle school. I kind of thought the same thing. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I didn't realize that there was a process of drawing. I always just freehanded stuff when I was a kid, right?
Yeah, for sure. Everybody did. We all do, you know?
Right.
I love that you put it a certain way. It was like magic. Because in a way, it is almost like magic that you're able to create something out of just, a piece of paper and a pencil.
Right.
Creating something that not everybody can do.
Right.
That's kind of neat to think of it like that.
Yeah, it's kind of, it almost sounds corny, but it's kind of still how I think about it, you know?
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that, man.
No, it does make sense. I mean, it also it's a lot of work too. I mean, that's kind of why I stopped drawing, honestly. Like, I loved drawing when I was younger, but man, it's a lot of work to be like, okay, now to put this circle here and make sure it's like angled correctly and got the right dimensions and
Yeah, it's definitely an exercise. Yeah, it's definitely a mental exercise for sure.
yeah. And that's
For
why I
sure,
think that's
yeah.
why I appreciate artists so much because they put so much hard work into learning that craft that, to
We
see
really,
what, to
we
see
re-
what they come up with is amazing.
yeah.
Well,
Thank
and
you.
another cool thing too is I'm just flipping through your Instagram here, and it's not like you have like one set style either.
Yeah. I'm a
Like
bit
a
of
few of the artists that we've had, it's almost like they have one set style, and that's what they're going with, and that's what they're posting all the time.
right.
You have some very detailed, some very cartoony, and it's very fun. I love this. Like I and the dogs and whatnot, are
Yeah,
those people's pets that you've done
yeah,
commissions for?
absolutely. Those are my Pop Dogs, Pop Cats series.
I am gonna
And
I'm gonna call you for a commission because
that,
I've
yeah,
got
we
two dogs that need to be superheroes now.
Yes.
thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you like them. People love having their pets painted. I love doing it. It's great. Yeah.
His face.
Sorry, I just came across Corgi Commander. Did you create Corgi Commanders? Logan?
I did one for
For
him.
him. Wow.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Yeah,
Friend
he's
of the
a
show.
good friend of ours. Yeah. He's a
Yeah,
good guy.
I was actually just texting him before the show too, so that's funny.
He's great, man. I hope he's doing well.
He is,
Yeah, he's
yes.
all right. Okay, we should bring him in the chat tonight if he's available. I know he's kind of busy tonight, probably, but yeah, maybe tag him.
Oh,
Tell him,
that's
say, hey, get in here.
I should.
No,
I should
that
write
is
him
fun.
real
I
quick.
love seeing the dogs, portraits because I have a friend of mine who does that for a living. That's what she does. She's a professional dog walker by day, and then does this on the weekends. She goes out and to fairs and stuff. And of course, now we can't do that because no one goes outside anymore. But I love that. I just love seeing the characterization of people's pets. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, for sure.
It's funny when I started doing them, I didn't think I would enjoy them as much as I do. I really do. Yeah. It's pretty special.
Absolutely. Well, and you capture a personality of the animal, even just by throwing them into a like I said, a superhero costume, and all of a sudden it's like
Right.
the dog's personality comes so much more alive on piece of paper. It's really cool.
Right. And I do try to like capture that, whatever critter I'm drawing, I try to capture that spirit that I see in that photo, that they send me.
For sure. Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, very
Let's
nice.
see. Sorry. So, hey, chat, does anybody in the chat have any questions for our guest tonight?
Yeah, send him some questions. But while we're waiting for that, tell us a little bit about your graphic design background. Is that something you're like, I want to get into graphic design, or is that just something that you kind of fell into?
So when I started art school, I went in for animation initially. And animation's amazing. But I definitely admire the folks who do it because I couldn't do it. I enjoy doing a single elaborate drawing and just being done with
That's
it.
it.
And they got to do so many of those
Over and over.
per frame, and it is amazing.
So where did you end up going to school, if you don't mind me interrupting real quick?
What's that?
What school did you end up going to
I went
for
to Art
animation?
Institute of Las Vegas.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And so the closest program they had was graphic design, which I thought, okay, sounds interesting. Sure. And it ended up really teaching me a lot for my illustration, like compositionally, like what colors work. So I was really happy when with what I learned from the graphic design program.
Right.
It really helped my illustration background. See, a lot of like the thing image behind you, Prague, like there's a graphic design element to it.
Right. You can tell just by, it's almost like, yeah, it's very 80s style. That's the stylization of the thing there too. And you have all these different lines across. Yeah.
Right. And I found that I enjoyed that combination of things. So yeah, graphic design.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of fundamentals to be learned there too. Sorry about that. Yeah.
There's definitely a lot, but not anymore. Not as much graphic design as I used to. I like being more of an illustrator these days.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, was our last guest was all about Illustrator as well, right?
Yeah.
It seems to be you find a trend with some of the artists. Like when we first started the whole Artist Alley series, a lot of people would come on board and they would use Procreate, and then all of a sudden now we're starting to see more Illustrator.
Actually, I went the other way. I went from Illustrator. Now I'm like a Procreate.
Now Procreate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you also use Procreate.
Yeah. Now I do for everything. All my client work is all Procreate.
Ah, nice.
Awesome.
Now it's time to Procreate.
Right? Yes. Something very on the nose.
So
Yeah.
we've got a question from Mountain Meg. She asks, "What's your favorite type? What's your favorite type of content to draw?"
I do a lot of pop culture. I love pop culture.
As
If
do we.
I wanted me to really get really specific, I love drawing Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
Star Wars is really good, and comic book character wise, probably Superman. I know, a simple character, but Superman has always been my guy.
Well, and she says she asks because you draw some of her favorite stuff: Marvel, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NBA.
Awesome.
You're pretty much covering her whole ground right there.
Likes it.
Let's see. Hey, Misty. And then Jedi said, I heard Star Wars. Yes, he's a big Star Wars fan. Obviously.
Yeah, we've got a big Star Wars fan.
I believe Star.
We have another. You're a big Star Wars fan too?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Ooh.
Choose one.
Yeah, seriously.
Do it.
I think it's gonna be Empire.
All right, classic.
Classic. I
Can't
know.
go wrong with that one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very nice. Let's see what else they're saying. They're all checking out your artwork right now as they're watching us too, and they're like, "Wow, this is amazing." So
Sorwin R. I'm not sure what his real name is. What has been a highlight of your career or of a time doing your art?
You know what? I had a big client recently, Adidas. They got to do some work with Adidas.
Wow.
nice.
I got to illustrate a bunch of their players for the NBA.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's why Meg was talking about the NBA. Okay.
A couple of days ago or something. Like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's big time.
great. I almost I've got a friend who works at Adidas in the marketing department, but I can't imagine that she would have been someone that you would have worked with. I don't know. I don't know.
And what's crazy is that the stuff I've drawn, it's on the website. You could buy the shirt. It's
Nice.
That's okay. So something like that. That's gotta like feel really good.
It feels really.
Yeah.
It does. What's funnier is that that Adidas job I did was in 2018. That's when we started the project.
Oh my goodness.
It came out this year.
Now,
So,
is that due to the whole COVID thing, or?
it was always planned that way, and then I think COVID just delayed it a little bit more too, because it was supposed to come out like early this year, like I don't know, February.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Coming out now when everything's kind of more stable, I guess ish.
Right.
But yeah, so I couldn't talk about it or show anybody what I was doing till this year.
Wow. You're like, I'm so excited, but I can't say why.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, well, one of our fans, Misty, says that she actually loves your work and has some of your prints and work.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much.
Very cool.
Yeah, I plan on being next on that list too.
Right? No, that's really cool. So is this did they approach you or did you kind of reach out to them? How did that relationship start with Adidas?
Surprisingly enough, they approached me. I got a contact email, saying that they like my work, and they supplied some reference imagery, which were two of my pieces.
Okay.
One of them was my Black Panther piece for,
Nice.
and then the other one was a doodle I did on Procreate with a Baby Driver kind of style.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they like it. They wanted to go with this like a '90s style of imagery for this new kind of like those Fleer basketball cards.
It makes sense. Yeah. Then
Yeah.
that 90s look that the NBA had. Yeah.
Kind of wanted to do something like that.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
nice. I like it. Welcome
Now-
to Shu.
Now, out of the styles, because like I said, you do have many different styles. Is putting together like maybe the more detailed stuff? Do you enjoy that more than some of this smaller work?
It comes in phases, I think. Like right now, I do like that more detailed, illustrative look.
Yeah.
More painterly stuff. Sometimes I just want to cut loose with some goofy looking stuff, and I'll do that.
Yeah.
I do jump around a lot stylistically. Yeah,
But I like that. I like that about an artist. If sometimes you can almost feel a little stale in a way if you have like just one set thing that you're going with, and to jump around a little bit and to really test your limits.
right.
That to me is incredible.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it keeps me entertained, I guess, is why I do it.
Well, it seems to have worked out for you. I mean, Adidas.
Thanks.
Right? No, that's another recurring theme I think for a lot of our artists lately. That get these gigs with the big names. It's I always ask them like, how did you get that partnership? And it used to be that you'd go out to these companies and like beg for them and give them
Yeah.
a portfolio, and now they're all coming to the artists because of Instagram and Tumblr and DeviantArt and all these places and Comic Cons. They're going out to those places and they're like, hey, we really like your style. And we want that for this campaign or this piece that we're doing.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's neat.
The internet, man. It's
Exactly, the internet,
Changing
right?
everything.
If it wasn't for the internet, how would a lot of these artists get anywhere anymore?
yeah.
Yeah.
Social media has been amazing for me. Just
Right.
on there,
Now, when you were able to go to cons and whatnot, what was your favorite con to attend?
Oh man,
Good question.
toss up. I think Comic Con or like San Diego Comic Con
Well, of course, the one.
or what's another one? I like Emerald City a lot too.
Oh, that's one
I've
I
done
haven't been
I've done
to
a lot
yet.
of cons, so it's kind of. I'm gonna go just with San Diego Comic Con because it's just a park. It's just like a week party.
So like
Yeah.
a rave, like a 24-hour rave for. Like,
Yeah, right.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure you
I'm
do a lot
out
of
here in
business,
San
too.
Diego, so
Yeah.
it turns the city around for a good
Oh,
almost
yeah.
2 weeks, because I mean they're loading in,
Yeah.
and I used to work for the San Diego Padres, so
Oh, wow.
they have to every year they have to schedule the MLB around Comic-Con. Like that's how big Comic-Con is that it's taken an entire baseball season and making sure that they're not in San Diego.
That's a little tidbit that I've never heard. That's cool.
Yeah, I never heard that too.
Yeah.
I would assume they would have to be because, they take over the stadium for that whole week. So
Well, luckily enough, it does fall very close to All-Star break for baseball. But still, I mean, Comic-Con ranges sometimes, All-Star break ranges sometimes. So, yeah, it's pretty wild though to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta work around a convention.
right.
Like they're not working around any dentist conventions.
Nope.
Dennis
Yeah.
conventions like watching too much Ozark, sir.
I think that's what it is, yeah. But I wonder if there's any other conventions out there that have that type of pool to where they need to close down an entire like stadium in a way.
I know. I was trying to think about it.
Yeah,
Probably
I-
not. Probably
New York?
not like a comic. I don't even think New York. I would think it would be like an anime type convention or a gaming esports conventions now are so big.
Esports.
like
So
out in
those
LA,
might
like yeah, because
somewhere. I don't know.
some of
Overseas,
these, like E3 is in the same area. Hey Trevor, E3 is that in the same area as where the Lakers play or Clippers
Yeah.
play?
I
Yeah.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right next to Staples Center where the LA Convention Center is.
Yeah.
Sometimes they overlap because the Lakers are going to the finals.
But that's the thing is, I don't. Yeah, Lakers aren't gonna rearrange their schedule for
Right.
E3.
Right.
They're just gonna have nerds and then sports nerds.
No, the big
all
one
in the
is
same
Anime
place.
Expo. That's the one that's gaining a ton.
That's what
in
I'm
LA.
saying. It's the anime expos. Those are big. I mean, they're sprawling now.
Yeah.
Yep, and they have to have room for all those because it's not just a bunch of people. It's a bunch of people wearing costumes and cosplay, and those cosplays are big, so it just makes it feel bigger too. So
Yeah, especially being next to all of the basketball cosplayers in their jerseys.
oh, sir.
Hey,
Oh, you.
sports is cosplay too if you're dressing up in a jersey.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Okay, good.
Meg says that she is obsessed with your Instagram page. So there you go. Yeah.
But
She did, yeah, she mentioned that you did a beautiful tribute sketch to George Floyd, which I did see that, and that is phenomenal.
oh, thank you. Yeah, it was it felt good to do that. It
Oh, yeah.
felt
Right.
important too.
Definitely.
And it's wild to think there's the video of the little girl on his shoulder saying, "Daddy's going to change the world," and I mean, literally,
Yep. It
the
happens.
guy has
Yep.
really changed the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
it's wild.
Sadly, but sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So back out to the chat. I just want to see if there's any other questions from you guys before we start hounding him with our own odd questions. So drop
No,
them in the
and-
chat.
Yeah, while we're looking at chat, I'm looking at the Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren. Did you do this with like it looks like it's watercolors, or is that also an Illustrate?
It's that's Procreate watercolors.
No
Dang.
way.
Yeah.
As I say, I'm pretty sure it is because I'm pretty sure a lot of his stuff is that I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Crazy. Now, is it easier? Because I watercolor I find hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it easier?
find real watercolor easier than Procreate watercolor.
Wow. All right.
Probably because I painted with watercolors for so long before I even touched Procreate.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Having said that, though, Procreate watercolor is great.
Okay.
Pretty awesome. It looks very real, almost.
Right.
Yeah.
So with your character, I don't know if I'm gonna say this right, but Sparkles.
Oh, Sparkles, yeah.
Sparkles. Now I see that you actually have a little figure of Sparkles.
We do. We do.
What was the process of going about taking a piece of your art and turning it into a little toy?
Man, first deciding to do it, I'm like, okay, let's.
Right.
We did it to promote the game, so we're just trying to build up the promotional stuff for the board game, but and then I did a drawing of the character, like this character from the front to the side, and
Oh, right. The whole way around. Yeah.
the turnaround,
Yeah.
And then it got somebody. Luckily, the folks that helped us do it, they did their own 3D modeling of it, and with a few adjustments, man, they did. I don't know how they translated my 2D drawing into this really cool looking 3D thing,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then
Well,
after,
sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
after that, you start doing color choices and then box design, all that good stuff. It's just a process.
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, and these are now. I mean, we can purchase these anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm like looking. Okay, I think I might have to.
I'm also like looking at the chats and seeing because like Mountain Meg actually does have a good question here. I actually am interested in this one too. She said that she sees that you'd love to do comic book covers. So what would be your ideal comic comic book cover to sketch, or which universe?
Oh man. Well, it's always been a childhood dream to do a Superman comic book cover, so I would love to do that. Oh
Okay.
man. Or the X-Men. That'd be so cool.
Yes.
Oh,
Do you
That's
have
my
a
jam.
favorite X-Men character?
that's hard. That's a hard one.
It is a hard
Yeah.
one. I know. I've been through a few over the course of my lifetime.
Besides Wolverine, because I want to do some, Nightcrawler, I think, is up there.
Oh, Nightcrawler is rad.
He's
yeah.
rad.
Yeah.
And I love what they did with him in the movie too. How they were able to make the smoke effect and everything like that was beautiful.
I want more Nightcrawler in the X-Men films, man.
Right?
Yeah.
For real.
Would be nice.
Yeah. Oh, I just had a question about X-Men too.
What would be your superpower? Or what? What would be your mutant power?
Okay, sure. Yeah, if you could have a mutant power, which one would you want?
Something that would make
Going on a whim on this
Fly.
stuff.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Flight is always good.
Flight's always good for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, for me, I want to be like that kid that shoots gold balls out of his body. That guy's awesome. He's one of the newer characters, but I like that.
He's one of the
guy.
new-
He's funny. I forget what his name is, but it's just funny because he just shoots giant gold balls out from his body. It's hilarious.
You guys been reading
Anyways,
the X-Men stuff?
what was that?
Have you guys been reading the new X-Men stuff?
Not
Hickman's
the
new-
newest. No, I've heard some good stuff about it, but then I started hearing some mixed stuff about it. So I'll probably catch it on the trades.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, it's Hickman, yeah. Of course, it's gonna be crazy. Kind of that's what he does. So that's why I was like, I don't know if I want to do this, but yeah, I'll probably catch the trades. I don't know if there's ever been a period where I've absolutely hated the X-Men, so
No,
Have-
you're
it
right.
is.
How
I've always
about
kinda liked
watching the movies?
them. Let's not go there. Anyways, let's see if we had some more. Let's see if we have any more questions in the chat. What was Misty saying? Are the pre-orders for those movies new artwork or just another run? I don't know what that's referring to.
I
Oh,
don't
she
know what
saw.
that's referring to.
The pre-orders are for the Star Wars stamp series that we did. It's
Okay.
for the last 2 episodes, so episode
Okay.
8 and 9.
Gotcha. Okay. I
Nice.
wasn't too sure what that was referring to, but Mountain Bag says Gambit.
Yeah, it seems a lot of people are liking Gambit.
Oh, guys, Gambit was up it was really close. It was a tie between Nightcrawler and Gambit for sure.
Yeah, but Gambit had eyes on my girl, so I wasn't too happy about that. guy. Not my Southern Belle.
Nope.
Get away from her.
Yeah, but he's a Louisiana boy
I know. No, he's a
True.
good character. He's
down
fun.
on the bayou. He can get
Yeah,
himself a
yeah.
little Southern Belle.
Very nice. Well done, Prague. Well, thank you, Jedi. Anyways, I also one thing I did see in your background looks like you worked for was this an animal sanctuary
I did. Well,
or what was it?
I used to live in Seattle.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
I worked for the Pacific Science Center in Seattle. It was kind of a institution in the city. You know, it had been there since the World's Fair
Wow.
era. Yeah, it was built for the World's Fair apparently. And yeah, I used to be an animal caretaker over there.
Awesome. That must have been a lot of fun.
I loved it. It was a great experience. It was got to handle snakes,
Nice.
bats, all kinds of craziness.
Bats. We have a friend Dima. He loves bats.
Yeah, he does.
Now, when
I
you
think
say
he likes
hand,
pigeons a little bit more, but
probably. But when you
Yeah.
say handle them, like what do you do? Just like move them from cage to cage, or you take them out while you're cleaning stuff? Like, what was your role?
All of the above. Yeah.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
Did you ever get like bit or scratched or anything like that?
No, I didn't. Thankfully, I didn't.
Wow. For
Yeah.
working there that long, that's impressive.
I know.
You must be very good at what you do, or must be good with animals. I don't know.
Back then, I was probably, but no, I don't know, not anymore.
Yeah, now, yeah, okay.
so I'm looking at some of your other clients that you've worked for, and it says 20th Century Fox. What
Yeah.
did you do for them?
I did. It was when it's when Dark Phoenix was coming out.
Oh,
This whole nationwide things with comic shops to do a print or some sort of variant cover.
right.
And I supplied the one for the comic shops here in Vegas, Maximum Comics.
Nice.
So I did the variant for them.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I never watched the movies. I've yet to watch that movie.
Don't watch it. Don't worry about it.
I haven't either.
I was like, I did work for this, and I haven't watched that movie.
Yeah.
But
that's all right.
I'm surprised being an X-Men fan yourself, not to go watch.
You
I
didn't
know.
want it tarnished. That's why. Smart. My God. Yeah.
Well, okay, if they were to hire someone else instead of Sansa Stark, would you think that movie could have been okay?
I actually don't. I don't. Well, I never watched it. I didn't watch that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Looks like we have Sean in the chat, and he is saying that, yeah, his dad worked at the World's Fair in Seattle back in 1962. So, yeah, I guess that was it there. And he said he saw Elvis at the club that he worked at during the fair. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Nice. Can you imagine
That's
seeing
pretty
Elvis?
incredible.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
That's wild.
Very nice. I'm trying to see what else they're saying. X-Men stuff.
Now,
More X-Men
how
stuff.
many
Okay.
times do you get a lot of like, for instance, like dog commissions and stuff like that? Are you people constantly coming for you saying, I want something unique for my animal?
They do a lot of. They like that style I've been doing, that my little pop dog style.
Yes.
And they just love giving me the opportunity to interpret their pet in that specific style. So like, thankfully enough, they've been really excited about it. I've had repeat clients over Comic-Cons. Like, they would just commission me every year for the same pet sometimes.
Sure.
Oh, that's cool.
Different outfits.
Oh, I love it.
And I love that because you get to learn about the family and the pet. You kind of see them, like, you form these bonds with,
Right.
and it's been awesome, being a part of that.
Yeah.
Well, that's
for
interesting
sure.
too, because I'm one of those people that would continually go to like the same artist every year and get kind of a similar commission from them each year as like a memento for that year.
Right. Yeah,
And
exactly.
I wonder if people are going to do that and continue to do that with this year, since it's not happening. If they're going to be like, oh, that's right, don't I usually stop by so and so's booth or their booth, or I don't know if they'll do that. Hopefully,
They have it ready for me for sure.
good. Okay,
It's been really great.
good.
A lot of my regulars are like, let's do it. What are we doing this year? I was like, oh, awesome.
Nice. Like, yeah, that's all right.
That's
got it.
awesome. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. It's the whole, like, being loyal to your. You want to be loyal to your artists. Like, I'm the same way. I go to the same artist every time, and that's why I'm really loving this whole artist alley that we're doing, is because I'm learning a lot more about new artists like yourself. Because I mean, I'll be totally honest with you. Like, I just recently learned about you, and I'm loving everything that I'm seeing.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you so much. But yeah, I
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, there's so many artists out there, trying to find a voice. But yeah,
But it's nice seeing artists that actually are able to make it in art.
Trying.
Some people, at least try.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
a
struggle,
lot of times
right.
there's a lot of struggling artists, but maybe they just don't have either the range or even care about using Instagram, which is a huge. At least I think so. I think Instagram is a huge factor where people can find art fairly easily.
Instagram is a big thing for me. It's probably one of my favorite social media, things to do.
Yeah.
All pictures. It's all like,
Right. It's easy. It's like, oh, that's what I do. Pictures here.
yeah, like, oh, pretty pictures.
Well, I think the other thing, to Alex's point, that these struggling artists, I think a lot of times they don't realize that it takes a lot of work in school to do this. Like, a lot of people that are successful, like, take years of classes and years of apprenticeships and odd jobs at these companies that, is a lot of grunt work. It's just continually practicing and grinding away at your craft, not just going out there like, here's my cool variant cover of something and buy it. Like,
Right. I wonder if it's because people aren't exposed to the process
Right.
enough, like they don't know how much work it takes for said artist to do that.
Right. You make it look so easy.
A lot of people think so. Like, well, you can just do it in 5 minutes, right? I was like,
yeah, 5 minutes and 15 years of hard work, maybe.
Exactly.
Gosh.
Now I see that you've got these like stitched art, almost the Into Spider-Verse, the half stitched.
Oh yeah.
Now, what was your thought process behind that, and how did you kind of come up with that idea?
So I did that for right after I watched Into the Spider-Verse, which was like my movie that whole year. I just watched it again,
over and
just
over.
obsessed with it.
It's amazing. It is mind-blowing how good that movie is. And a lot of people now are starting to say that is their top favorite superhero movie out of all of them. And I can see why not.
The crew at Sony Imageworks they just killed it. That movie was amazing. So I was so inspired. Whenever we did San Diego Comic-Con, one of the traditions we would do is we would give out free stickers every day.
Oh, cool.
Every day would be a different sticker. So those stickers that you're talking about were a different sticker for each day of the week. And it was a limited supply. So whoever came by to get one, got one.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's how we did it every year at Comic-Con. Hopefully we could do it again,
I hope so too, man.
Yeah. We did that for a couple of years. We did Star Wars characters at one point. All kinds of good stuff.
Do you have a certain company that you go with for your stickers?
I like Sticker Mule a lot.
Yep. That's who we actually went with for our stickers.
Quality work.
We got those hologram ones. They just are gorgeous. Yeah,
I was showing
Sticker Mule is.
I was showing Prague some of the prizes tonight. Is one of these Sticker
Look at
Mule.
that! Look at that glow sheen! Look at that!
Prizes?
Oh yeah!
I didn't realize there was going to be prizes tonight.
Oh, giveaways.
I don't know how to do the giveaway now, so that's cool.
We'll figure it out. We'll find a way.
It turns out our email account's down right now, so I can't link Twitch into Streamlabs because it's good timing, man.
Whatever. So whatever. Boo to them.
Well, we still have the other things that we're working with.
Exactly. I just want to give a shout out to Meg as well. She's like, definitely, you found a new fan tonight in her. So
thank you so much, Meg. That's great. So kind of
awesome. Yeah. And honestly, I'm sure if Jedi looks at those watercolors of Luke, I'm sure he'll be a big fan too. I mean, who wouldn't? Where did you come up with your name, NinjaBot?
That's a good question, actually. Yeah.
Well, my real name is a very hard Filipino name to pronounce. And I just wanted to give people a shot to be able to find me easier. And I just came up with random words to put together. But in the end, I basically started pairing different words with ninja because I like ninjas. And
right.
bot sounded the coolest.
Doesn't.
Ninja cat, ninja dog, ninja lamp, ninja water. No.
Dark at one point. It was like all kind. There was like a couple of like runner-ups. I was like, oh, let's stick with bot. Bot's good.
Right.
Short.
No, it's iconic. I mean, it's definitely the logo and the name that I recognize from Comic-Cons over the years. So it's
very cool.
Definitely eye-catching and makes sense. I love it. What are they telling me on the chat here? Hold on. Prague, so much hair. Yes, I have so much hair.
All of us.
It's really bad.
All of us have.
Oh man, yeah, I've not had this much hair in a while. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So, do you remember your first con that you ever had a booth in, to where you were selling for the first time?
It wasn't
or
a
getting
con.
your name out there. for the first
Oh.
time.
Let's do con. Let's do con. First con. I'm trying to think. It might have been the Las Vegas Comic Expo.
Nice.
They did it for 1 year. It had some amazing guests though. Like it was crazy.
Really?
They got like Lee and like a lot of big names for the show. It was a good show, but it, for some reason, it evaporated the next year. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like Vegas would be a great place to have a Comic-Con.
I know it struggles with Comic Cons, believe it or not.
I don't think that the people that are into comics go to Vegas very much.
Right. And
I would go to Vegas instantly if they had a Comic-Con.
You would, Alex, yes. I don't think most nerds are into that kind of stuff.
There's one here. It's Amazing Las Vegas. It's a pretty big con. Same guys who do like Amazing Phoenix, I believe, and a couple of other shows.
Okay.
That's the biggest one in Vegas that I know of currently.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
Now, do you travel? Have you traveled all over the country doing multiple cons? Have you even traveled outside the country to do a con?
Not outside. No, not outside. But we have done cons on both coasts. Driving, not always driving, but not always. But yeah, it's been good. We did it for a couple of years. You know, the con circuit. It was great. Got to meet some great people.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, I'm sure you developed lots of fans out of that as well.
Chicago. Where else do we go? Florida. Some cons in Florida too.
I just saw, which I was going to bring up in our secondary shorts episode, which we might have a lot in there. But I saw that Tampa Comic-Con is planning on still opening in July.
Really?
I can't believe that they're going to do that. And I'm a Tampa boy myself. I'm from Florida, from Tampa, and I'm like, Tampa, you're smarter than this. Don't.
Well,
so
good luck.
well, that was the latest that I saw is that they're. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're a real funny fella. Misty asks, I might have missed this since I was late, but is there any updates on the game? I think we did go over that at the top of the show, but if you don't mind,
there are. We're playtesting the game right now. I mentioned it to everyone here. It's getting playtested on Tabletop Simulator currently. You could find the game at Popcat Fighter on Twitter and Instagram, and that's where you can catch up on everything involved with the game right now. Yeah.
No, I'm excited to actually check that out.
Yeah, I'm actually checking it out too. Now, I see this Popcat Cinema. Is that you as well?
No.
Okay.
No.
Don't click that link. I don't know what that is. It's probably not safe.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't do it. I don't know why. I just have a feeling.
So during this quarantine, a lot of our artist friends are watching new TV, watching movies. Has there been anything that stood out for you during the quarantine that you've really enjoyed? Because for myself, I caught up all on Ozark, and that was an absolute rush.
I hear good things about Ozark. It's good, huh?
Oh, give it a try.
Okay.
Give it a whirl.
My wife and I started watching. We finished Rami on Hulu. It's fascinating.
Hulu. Okay.
Fascinating show.
What is it called?
Rami?
I've heard of this, but I don't know what it is.
He's a
he's a comedian
Egyptian
who made his own
Muslim.
show.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's
I don't have Hulu, so I have like no idea what the shows are on Hulu right now.
Look, there's some other ones though. There's a bunch that we binged.
Okay.
Sure.
It's funny, like how when you binge stuff, you almost forget about some of them. It's
I
like,
know.
I know I watched a lot of shows. What the heck did I watch?
I
You're
just
watching
started
so
making
many,
a list.
right? It's like, oh, that's right.
We finally got to finish Parks and Rec. You guys watch Parks and Rec?
Back in the day.
Oh, I keep okay. I feel like every year I try to start it.
Yeah.
And I just I end up falling out of it halfway through a season, and then I'm like, okay, I've got something else I'd rather watch.
Yeah,
Right.
that's where I'm at.
But I always want to come back and continue trying it. It's because it's funny. It's a fun show. But man,
that was
I just
the second time that was our second attempt. The first time we started watching it, it was good, and then we just fell off for some reason. And then that was like years ago. And then during the quarantine, we were like, oh, this show is hilarious.
Why not? During quarantine, why not?
Yeah. So we totally went through Parks and Rec. I mentioned Rami. What's another show? There's so many shows.
Oh, right.
We tried watching. We're in the process of watching Money Heist on Netflix currently.
I have heard good
Money
things about
Heist. That's with
it's a
Hendricks? Christina Hendricks?
Well, it's a Spanish language.
Oh, never mind.
It's like super popular, right?
Super
It's like
popular.
the most watched Netflix show.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Around the world, it's probably the most watched Netflix show. It's very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Right.
Very entertaining show. I enjoy it.
El Loco in the chat is updating me right now saying, oh, wait. Section still said mentioned above, right? He says that it's 2021 for Tampa Comic-Con. So that's right, Prague. They are smart in Tampa.
I have said that, but okay.
Do you ever like discover new fan art on Instagram and you're like, wow, this person should really not be reserved to be just doing fan art? Like you expect them to start a career?
Yeah, constantly. There's so much. Oh my God, there's so much talent on Instagram. It's almost mind melting. You know, I've seen so many artists. I'm like, wow, this person is gonna be amazing. And hopefully I get there. But yeah, there's so many. I can't remember anyone specifically right now, though.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, the stuff I'm finding is all related to Animal Crossing. It's amazing how much art that game has generated.
I know. I did a little bit of it. Yeah. Did you see my Tom Nook?
I haven't seen the Tom Nook one yet.
Oh my
is he like in a grave or
Everybody.
something?
What?
Nothing. I'm just joking.
I hear everybody's playing this game except for me.
Yep. Guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of playing it, but I am playing it.
Me and my group of friends are all on it.
I think you actually, Alex, you might be the only person I know that's not playing it right now.
You know what? I think I'm okay with that.
It's okay. You're all right. Sorry.
I've got too much stuff going on in my life.
You do.
I'm having my first child, so
Congratulations.
I'm in the nesting phase.
Oh, okay.
Nesting. Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
Well, we're cleaning everything out, and anyways, but thank you. Yes, it's my first child and I'm very excited.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, we're having a little girl.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool. Do you have kids yourself?
No, just fur babies.
Oh,
They're
the
idea.
Best.
Yeah,
we've got 2 big dogs and I love them to death, man. They're great until they start barking.
Right. Yeah. I got 2 medium-sized dogs and a cat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's great that they get along.
They do. Well, yeah.
Like,
cat and the dog do, but the other dog does not get along with the cat.
Yeah.
Aw. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got in the chat? See if anybody else has got anything for us.
No, Meg is just bringing up our other friends that, she thinks are, could be, artists that could make a career out of it. I think so.
I agree. Yeah. Julie, Tanner, JD. Oh, JD. He's been in a couple Artist Alley cons. Sorry, I was up at 4 a.m. So
it's all right, Alex. You're good. Yeah, he has his own booths at conventions. So he's
very cool.
Yeah,
he's a great guy too. So
that is awesome.
Good art.
Now, do you have any projects coming up for the future that you're working on that you can at least talk about? Because I'm sure you could, like the Adidas one, you obviously couldn't talk about that one until recently.
Right. I can't talk about anything right now, except for the Popcats game. Our Popcats.
We're
Really?
okay with that. I mean, the more we know about Popcat's game,
I'm
Hey.
super excited. I've been putting a lot of art into it, and I think it's going to be a good looking game for
Yeah.
sure.
You know what I would think would be fun? This just popped into my head, like talking about future projects for you. Not that this would be officially licensed, but I wish it would. But it'd be fun to see you do the the Marvel trading cards like they had back in the '90s, but do it in your style.
I miss those. Those were like the what is the painter? Greg Horn. You know, I remember those. And
Great.
Jim Lee did them too.
Right?
All these artists did. Oh, those were great.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see kind of your style, you know, with more of the newer characters too, you know.
That would be funny.
Just an idea, just because I love those.
Yeah,
Those are my
that
was
would
my
be
jam.
pretty cool. That could almost be a whole series on itself if you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's awesome.
I don't know why they don't bring that back and have like you know, artists that are like usually not your artists that are necessarily drawing the interiors, but the people that are coming on for you know, the variant covers and stuff, and up and coming artists and people that you wouldn't expect, you know, to kind of get something fun, you know, to trade.
I know.
Like I had the Ninja Bot Gambit. Oh, I have the, you know, so and so's, you know, Storm.
That would be a cool idea.
Awesome.
Right.
That's a great idea.
I know, Marvel, if you're listening.
Which there probably are. Probably are.
Probably.
We do have a question from El Loco. He did say I'm late to the chat, so this might have already been asked, but it hasn't. What is a dream job / person to work with that is on your wish list?
To work with.
I guess I'm probably to like either collaborate with or to like, you know how Adidas, you know, be some like to work with like that or another artist or.
You know who I would work with? Guillermo del Toro. If he called me up and like, hey, I need an art, I would just.
If he called me up just to talk, I'd be like, yes, let's go.
Super cool.
Right? God, that would be great.
With Guillermo del Toro, his imagination is crazy.
Right.
That's awesome. And Mountain Meg also has a question. Are you a collector of anything? Comics, collectibles, anything like that?
Or outside of that?
Funko Pops. I used to be much worse with Funko Pops than I am now, though.
Like Trevor?
Yeah, I saw. I had, yeah, something like that for sure.
Nice.
Do you have a favorite Funko Pop that you are proud of?
Yeah, I have the Xenomorph.
Nice.
Drone. Just Funko Pop. I love how it looks. It looks so.
Is that the one with the? Is it clear? The clear?
The clear top?
No, not clear.
Okay, because there's different variations now. Because you have like the clear top, you have like the ones with like the blood on it.
That I think that one or my Iron Giant one. That was.
Oh, Iron Giant.
That's a good one.
I feel like that one came out right around the same time that Ready Player One came out. Because I feel like Ready Player One almost gave that movie or gave Iron Giant a whole new life.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, I remember crying during that movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iron Giant.
I don't want to cry during movies.
God, I love that movie.
That was a great movie, yeah.
Such a great movie.
Now, as a kid, you're a kid of the 80s, 90s, I'm guessing.
80s, yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite movie in the 80s that you can revisit even today and you're still like, oh, this still holds up?
So, I think I love 1989 Batman.
Yes.
That's a very formative movie.
Very formative.
Tim Burton, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This was my first PG-13 movie, and my mom wasn't gonna let me go.
I think I'm in the same boat as you. I think that was my first PG-13 movie.
And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, oh, come on. I'm like, I'm the biggest Batman fan ever. How can I not see this movie? She's like, fine.
Yeah, I did not know what I was getting into. Like, I barely.
I didn't know either. Yeah, I don't think they really had trailers much that I can remember on TV. I was like, all right, I just gotta see it.
Yeah, we just went to see it one day.
Yeah, and it was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
I remember
to see a comic book come to life.
Right, exactly. And that score was Danny Elfman's score was amazing.
right?
And the cool thing about that too is we're looking at Michael Keaton. Actually, El Loco just put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton coming back to reprise in talks to reprise.
Yeah.
to see that. Fingers crossed for that.
Seriously, but I only want the yellow logo Batman. That's the Batman I want him to come back to.
Yeah, that's my nostalgia. If I see the yellow symbol, that's a whole different thing than either. I mean, the other symbols are really cool and I like them, but there's something about the yellow symbol that is special.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Man.
Now, I know that we discussed your other iPad. Is there any art that you would like to maybe just, even if you were to hold the iPad up to the screen, that we can talk about, that we can discuss?
Don't want to hear the echo? Well, before we start that, I wanted to show people something funny that we noticed before we started the stream today, is that I have the thing behind me, which is the anniversary, the date it came out, and behind you have Blade Runner, the one that you did of Blade Runner, which also came out on the same day in 1982. So that was pretty cool.
Wow.
What? Ed's here. What's up, Ed? Love that film, he says. Yeah, of course. Everyone loves Batman.
But wasted.
He's a good guy.
There's
Let's
that
see what he got. Yes, God, that's so great.
Oh, wow.
It's almost like a demented Stranger Things, It's just so good.
It was this was done for the official Thing art book for the Printed Blood guys.
Really?
So they were kind enough to invite me to contribute to be one of the artists on there. So if anybody wants to see that, it's in the official art book.
That's awesome.
What's the what is it called? I'm sorry.
I think it's just called the official The Thing art book.
Okay, cool.
Yes, it's so gorgeous. Yes, it is pretty gorgeous. This is very nice.
It was funny. I had to rewatch the film because it had been years.
Yeah.
And so surprised at how horrifying it still is. Like, it's still free. Those practical effects. It still kind of freaked me out to this day. Wow.
This is pretty amazing. Yeah, the dog scene is just iconic. Well, speaking of dogs.
Speaking of dogs, sorry, my two dogs probably see a cat out there or something.
Oh, that's great.
What timing.
The one thing I really like about that poster, though, is that the film, if you watch it, it is two tones. It is blue and it is red.
Oh, see? Prognos.
I'm a film guy, so I love that when films do that with lighting. And
I'm so glad.
Yeah, it's just great because you walk into when they go back to the place where everyone was killed the first time, it's all blue, and then behind them they'll have like the red light shining from like the exit way, and it's just fantastic. And it comes across.
You guys ever watch the sequel? Was there a sequel to it?
They did a remake recently,
but I think the remake it does callbacks to the first movie, I believe.
I don't know. There might have been a sequel. That does sound oddly familiar. Obviously it wasn't John Carpenter that would do the sequel.
I guess it wasn't memorable. If it wasn't that memorable, I guess.
It probably wasn't that good. So there you go.
You mean you're not creating a The Thing 2 poster? Come on, man.
Right?
It's in the pipeline.
That's right. They've been John. Cool. Yeah, John Carpenter was a master of cinema. Yeah, he was. He was pretty amazing, for sure.
But yeah, that's the thing that I feel like movies nowadays are absolutely missing is more practical effects, and that's why I'm really digging what Star Wars is even trying to do is be more practical. Like I know, for instance, the last movie that I just watched was The Rise of Skywalker. This is a big thing for me to watch these movies because it takes a lot. But the fact I have my reasons.
It's all right.
It was nice seeing a lot of practical effects in it, especially The Mandalorian. I love The Mandalorian, and a lot of that stuff is practical effects. When, for instance, the prequels, they would have just CGI'd a bunch of Jawas around.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that documentary series on the Mandalorian?
The first episode, yeah.
Watch all 8 episodes. It's
I
amazing.
do need to watch them all. I know.
It's amazing.
They get down
Also,
to
I
the
just keep
music making
forgetting.
of it and just all the pieces that go into everything.
With the amount of stuff that's streaming right now, I need like reminders to remind me that stuff is
I
on.
know,
Like I'm like, oh, that's
man.
right. I do need to watch that still. Or crap, that's right. This is on.
Yeah,
I do
like-
wish that documentary series was. I wish the episodes were shorter and made it longer, because during my lunch breaks I could just sit there and watch it. But I don't like whenever because my wife, she's not into my nerd stuff. Like,
Oh, okay.
all my nerd stuff is all in the garage.
Yeah, he's like forced out to the garage.
So I don't get to watch a lot of the Star Wars stuff or the Mandalorian or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, I wish it was shorter so I could watch it on my lunch break. That's it. Yeah.
Well, I feel you there. I feel like those episodes could have been shorter. Oh wow, look at that
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Holy cow.
She's
guys
gonna be in the new season.
That's
I
right.
know. That's why I
Look at
bring it
that.
up. That's exciting, right?
It is exciting. I actually watched this video on YouTube last night where it was talking about kind of the background, or the background of like Darth Maul. And she was someone who was able to, like, because almost nobody could defeat Darth Maul except for like, who was it, Obi-Wan, and then her.
Right.
So I'm wondering if they're gonna bring her into the picture, will they try and maybe fit in Darth Maul somehow?
I have to think about the
I don't know.
timeline of that one because I think
Do you
that
think
he
about-
would have. Yeah, he would have been dead by then.
You would have been dead.
Spoiler.
No.
Jeez, what if people didn't watch
Jeez,
Rebels? Like, hardly anyone does watch Rebels, and I don't think he is dead because Mandalorian's right after Return of the Jedi.
So who knows? Yeah,
And
he
Rebels
might be.
is in the
He might not be
period.
dead. Who knows? I mean, he already
Well-
came back to life once, so why not a second time?
The more Darth Maul for me, the better.
Right, I love Darth Maul. That was the biggest mistake that he did, was kill him off in that first movie. It's like, why would
When you
do
say
that?
he did, who did?
George Lucas.
Oh, okay, just
You
making
create this
sure.
great villain, and like, oh, you kill him off. I think that he should have been the villain of the whole thing. That would have been great.
And
Seriously?
that Mandalorian episode 8, where they're making of, and John Favreau's like, "Oh, you know, we got this from the Christmas
Yes.
special. That's canon, right? Because you wrote it." And he's like, "Not really."
God, no.
So dismissive, like a prick, dude.
Oh, by the way, I love the Christmas special. I'm one of those weird people that like hokey stuff like that. I know. Sorry.
But yeah, you gotta
Man.
watch that documentary, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
They're like, we got out this stormtrooper transport vehicle that is never in the movies. It's essentially just a Kenner figure, and we decided to put it in the show.
heck yeah, man.
Oh my
I
god,
love
you're
that.
kidding.
That means the toys are canon.
They did
too.
all
It's
kinds
great.
of deep cut stuff
Oh,
for Mandalorian.
That's awesome.
That stuff.
I love that.
Wilrow Hood, you know, that guy.
Yeah,
that
the
character.
railroad hood ice cream bucket.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh,
Oh, that's fantastic.
well, Jedi says that the Ahsoka is beautiful.
Okay,
Oh,
so
thank
the
you.
Ahsoka again.
Yeah, can you show it one more time?
Oh, sure. And it's
Yeah.
also on the Instagram as well. But yeah.
That's
Oh,
fantastic.
Thank you.
And that's all done on Procreate, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
man. Why can't I be an artist?
Well, you can.
No, my little spider picture is
No,
not.
what you have to
art.
do is go to school, get another degree.
I went to film school. I'm over it now.
Yeah, I went to film school too. It was mostly drinking and smoking stuff. So it
Oh
wasn't
my
much
good-
of anything else.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, I shouldn't have said that. I mean, it was a fun major. Let's just put it that
You can
way.
help make those unboxing videos.
Yeah.
That's true. I'll continue to make unboxing videos.
Her eyes are incredible in the sketch. Yeah, that's for sure.
What?
Sorry, like I said, at 4 a.m. I had another question and it totally
At 4 a.m. you did?
no.
Oh.
I my dogs were barking at 4 a.m. because there's a skunk that's
Oh.
taking over the neighborhood. And
Nice.
so
bark
now
at
they want to
skunks.
wake up and go chase it around. The other day I saw it for the first time. I go out there and I'm like, why are my dogs barking? I'm looking around for coyotes and I look
You
down
smell it.
and I see the skunk and I see the tail whip up
Oh,
and I dived out of the way, grabbing both dogs while
God.
diving. And this is like, I'm in my boxers in my backyard at like 5 a.m. So now every morning my dogs are trying to go outside at 4.
that's great. And,
I've never- Never seen a skunk in real life.
No, really? Wow.
Skunks, man. I get
Oh!
skunks all the time. I had a skunk in the garage, and I
I
had to
did
get it
too.
out of the garage. So what I did is I got like a little cardboard sign, and I had to keep that between me and the skunk because you have to get on the other side of the skunk to kind of like shoo it out and make sure that it doesn't spray you. Because luckily the spray is all one thing.
Yes.
It's not like a mist, so you can stop it if he does actually intend to spray you. But you just got to be cool and
Really?
calm, like it's a little cat.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow, I didn't know that.
We have it's prime time. We have T Prime in the house
Yeah,
and
Thaddeus
Manny.
Prime and Manny.
Thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah, they're welcoming us to Twitch. Thank
I
you for
know.
welcoming us to Twitch.
Yeah, I know. T Prime. I think you guys just moved over like a month or two ago, I believe.
Seems to be the place to be,
Oh.
man.
Yeah, they were ahead of the curve. You know.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, Twitch is the way to go now. It's the only way to go now.
Sorry,
Manny.
so we just went into all that skunk talk. We should get back into art.
For
I like
that
it. Wait a minute.
Ahsoka art that you did, how long does a piece like that take you?
I could tell you that exactly.
Strikers
Oh,
Procreate tells you,
Procreate.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
let's
seen
watch it.
previous artists show their little time lapse of it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Canvas cremation. This took 13 hours and 13 minutes.
Dang.
13
I
hours.
wonder how long the time lapse would be for that.
Uh,
It'd be 3 hours.
Right?
But here-
Probably.
Quick scrub of the time lapse.
Oh
Well,
my
here's-
goodness! Wow.
What? That's insane.
Oh,
Detail.
that
That
is
part, yeah.
wild. Getting in that area, yeah.
Because you're layering over layer on some of those with like the shadow detail. Holy cow. Holy cow. Look at that.
And that's only 7 hours into it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, they didn't get into her symbol and everything. Yeah, look at that.
Now, do you have like a face that you look at when you like, for instance, her? Because it resembles the cartoon, but
Right.
it also resembles like someone who's real.
Right. So you take a bunch of different, like for this case, I took about two images of Ahsoka, like her character model and everything, and then I kind of just pick a picture off, usually off of Pinterest, which has great reference.
Yeah.
A good model of someone facing that way, and you don't copy it. You kind of just get the essence of it. That's what reference is.
Okay.
And yeah, because I didn't want it to look like it was from Clone Wars or Rebels. I kind of wanted to give it a feel, right?
And that was the cool thing about it, is it didn't have it had its own unique look. It didn't look like it was just ripped straight from the cartoons.
Right. Yeah.
That. Oh, Hula Girl's asking, do you do any other Rebels characters?
I have not tried. I really want to do Sabine.
Yeah, I would
'Cause
say that's probably the
Sabine's
second most
fun.
popular. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the artist of the crew.
Yeah, she does her own art on all of her armor and
Oh.
everything.
Yeah, I didn't see myself like fall. I didn't see how much I would fall in love with Sabine, and I did. I fell in love with her. She's great.
So I'm
Awesome.
excited for them to potentially tie Sabine in, because everybody else they've rumored to add Mandalorian season 2. She's an actual Mandalorian. Like, even
Like, it would
the
make
Mandalorian
sense, right?
isn't a Mandalorian. He just believes the creed. She actually is from the planet Mandalore.
Yeah.
I bet you they probably have already cast her and haven't said anything.
Hopefully.
Like you're bit character number 2 or something,
Clan
or you're a
Ren.
droid. Right?
Yoda secret for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't see.
Yeah, that was a real
So
big
secret they didn't even
surprise.
have the toys ready.
Yeah.
That was
They
a
couldn't-
feat.
Boys.
So I know that Manny is new in the chat, but he's asking, how has COVID affected you? So I guess, how are you doing during these times? I know that you've already answered this, but I guess for the people that are showing up now.
I feel like I'm handling it same as everyone, you know? Like you have good days and you have bad days. Like
But you're at home the whole time.
yeah, I am. Only for like grocery shop or just to drive around and not be in the house.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's about all
Well,
I do.
and you're in Vegas too. They're
Yeah.
looking to opening up the casinos out there.
They are, yeah.
Is that making you nervous at all?
It does. I'll be honest. It does make me a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like a trickle effect
Right.
but I have friends who are like, no, we got like 30,000 reservations. I was like, oh,
Holy cow.
wow.
Floodgates. It's either open or closed.
Yeah, that gives us no trickle.
they're busy. They've been busy. It's pretty interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Vegas, you actually did work for MGM Resorts, right?
Yeah.
What actually did you do for them? Like logo work or what?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I actually learned a lot working for the casinos. You get quick with like graphic design work.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I worked for the corporate department, and we handled all the properties. So it was busy. We were very busy, for sure.
Did you actually get to create your own stuff for them, or was it mostly just mimicking what was already set in stone and kind of just creating stuff out of what they already had?
Actually, no. It was a lot of creation. There was a lot of
nice.
Yeah, we had to. Every year you would have some March Madness mailers, right? Every year,
Right.
Madness mailer for sure. But that mailer always had to be a different design every year. So every year you kind of just keep going, and there was like files full of years of designs. So yeah, it was very
That's good to hear. For some reason, I thought that they would be like, no, you have to use our font and what we've used in the past, and just kind of modify it to fit the event.
Well, what's great is that it's a big company, so they can buy like every font that you need.
Nice. I'll choose this.
It was basically like that. They're like, I was like, I need this font. Like, whatever, just get it.
I choose Wingdings. Yes.
Yeah.
So so Manny actually clarified that he meant your work in preparing for cons and online requests, not so much just willy-nilly COVID.
It's actually been really rewarding preparing for these kind of online experiences, because it's something to do, for one thing. It gives you a nice goal to keep. So it's been really nice having projects to do, having commissions to do has been really great. So yeah, it's been all good for sure.
That's good. And that's one of the things that we're feeling is a little consistent with our artists, is because a lot of them have already worked from home with their art. It's not too much of a difference.
Right. It's true. I consider myself pretty introverted.
There you go.
But the pandemic definitely like shows you like how introverted you are. I'm about done with being an introvert.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same place. I'm like, I can be enough, but like, it's like almost 4 months now. I don't think I can anymore.
Yeah.
Hula Girl asked, do you miss not displaying at cons?
I do. I don't miss the displaying per se. I miss the people. The people at cons.
I want to say that's for a lot of us.
And not just a con attendance, but all my artist friends who you would meet at cons. It had become a tradition by now to go to a certain restaurant at a certain place during Comic-Con weekend. Those kinds of traditions have been
right. You look forward to a lot of stuff. You look forward to going to those parties, going to Yeah,
exactly.
It's
seeing a bunch of friends.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our friends we've all met through
cons.
cons.
Yeah.
And so everybody, that's for some people, that's their vacation, is saving up to go to, let's say, San Diego Comic-Con.
I would tell
And-
people who haven't experienced cons, right? Like they would ask me, like, so how's Comic-Con? Well, I was like, well, it's people's like that's their vacation for that. They will save up all year,
Yeah.
just to do whatever Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really cool to be a part of that, and hopefully soon.
I definitely want to try New York Comic-Con. It just seems neat. New York and Emerald City are the two
it's such a
that
big emphasis this year, just because we were planning for Emerald City. We were so close to getting to Emerald City, and that was the first time done.
Emerald, it's such a cool con. Have you guys been at all?
Yeah, I went last year for the first time.
Yeah, it's awesome. Great art too.
Yeah, it's an art heavy one.
And then after that, you get Seattle. Like it's downtown Seattle, so you can have some good food.
Right.
Yeah, Seattle's great, man. Seattle's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I dig it. Well, and Funko headquarters is right down the street too, so that's cool.
Well, not right down the street, but yeah,
Well,
it's out there.
Rent a car. Rent a car. 45 minutes. Hop in it with a few buds.
Not that bad at all.
We do have some other questions. Let's see, Manny. If he hasn't answered, what inspired him to do Lucha Libre designs?
Oh, what inspired me to do that? I think my wife and I were just talking about. It was just one of those like lightning ideas that come to mind, because I had seen. I was like studying these old lucha, like really old lucha posters, and obviously I was like, oh, they're all in Spanish. Well, that makes sense,
right?
And I just didn't notice that. I noticed that when people do lucha posters, obviously they'll just use English to display whatever text they want. Luckily for me, my wife is Argentinian, so she speaks Spanish, and I was like,
nice.
What would happen if I just use Spanish with these posters? And people seem to be getting it pretty quick, and people will educate other people about them, which is awesome. I like I like causing that. I like sparking a conversation with those kinds of things.
That's awesome, man.
Some people will notice it by just the costume hints,
right.
With it. Other people will just read the thing and like, oh, I get it. So yeah, it's always I like that series for that reason, because not only is it a collaboration between my wife and I, because she does all the typesetting.
Okay.
I do all the art stuff, all the illustrative stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite series I've done.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey.
Manny is actually saying those Lucha Libre designs are awesome.
Thanks.
Which now, Hula Girl 39, do you envision some kind of virtual con?
In what way? I mean, there's all kinds of virtual cons happening.
Yeah.
Like, do you envision yourself like maybe participating in it, and what that would be like for you?
To be honest with you, I haven't really, just because it's such a new idea to me.
Yeah.
Happening to people, and we're having to catch up now for sure. But
right.
But I think Prague mentioned earlier, like, a lot of artists now are in a transitional period where we're like, okay, it's time to try to figure out how we're going to live in this new, status quo.
Yeah, right. Our new normal.
New normal, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Very cool. Well, would you mind showing us a few more art pieces for the chat?
I don't know.
And I'll just throw this out there to the chat. If you guys have any other questions, we are more than happy to ask them for you.
I'm gonna show this to you guys because I'm really proud of it.
Nice.
And it took forever to do. So this
Love
is
stuff.
this is the game board for our.
Nice.
Oh my god!
All the details in the whole crowd and
There's-
audience.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at every
There
character.
is so much to
Yeah,
look at here.
And the
Now,
perspective is fun.
absolutely.
you can see better pictures of this on the Instagram and on the Facebook. But I just want to show you guys right now because it's a good teaser to to leave off on like what this game is about. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Band. Main
Yeah.
deck. I like that.
Now the
I like the Adidas disc. That's funny. Discard.
each character is unique in their own way.
Yeah.
Do
We got
you
in
do you
there.
have friends that you model those after?
Yeah, we have friends and family in there, and just
Awesome.
friends, characters we like, characters that inspired the game. Got old wrestlers from the '80s.
Nice.
Oh, this is just too neat, man. I'm logging into Instagram right now just so I could get a
Yeah.
bigger view of this because that is fantastic.
So you say that this is a game board. How is it going to work as a game board? Do you use the different audience members, or do you just use the actual ring itself?
Just the ring itself. You'll see it in better context on Instagram and then
Okay.
Facebook. Yeah, because above this is overlaid a bunch of graphics where you place the cards.
Oh, that's right. It's a card-based game. That's right.
Card-based game.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, nice. Yeah, that's fun because it's colorful. It's dynamic.
And
Eye-catching, unique. Yeah.
Kind of want to see how long it took for this. This is taking like forever. I feel like.
I bet.
I'm very fascinated in how long this took too because
What do you think? How long do you think it took me?
That whole thing. Jeez. I would
because
say
you said it took so long, I'm gonna say 23 hours.
that was gonna be my guess actually.
You think?
That's what I was thinking. Around 23, 24 hours. Yeah. It might be more. 72.
I think it
about
might
a
be more.
Anybody on the chat want to make a
Yeah.
guess?
Chat, what do you
do
think?
chat?
Because he's not liking our answers. That must
I
be.
mean, that Ahsoka took 13 hours, and this has
Like-
all those characters to do.
Yeah.
All right. Hula Girl says 40 hours.
Okay. Let's see if we can do one more of it. I'll tell you
let's
guys
get.
what it is.
Manny says 57 hours.
Okay, so the final track time is 113 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh my god!
I figured it was going to be higher. Jedi 4 days. Oh, there you go.
Here we are saying 24 hours. I'm sitting there thinking 24 hours
Oh, hey, Jess.
straight.
For this, I guess I was like, I'm not drawing for like 2 weeks.
Woo.
I
I
don't want
love
to do
that it
anything.
keeps track. It's like when you go into Animal Crossing and it says you've played for 600 hours. Like, thanks. I didn't need to
And then
see
you throw it
that.
out the window and you're like, ah! Don't tell me I don't have a life. Game.
Wow, that is amazing. And
Oh,
it's so detailed and just colorful. And I love the 80s. It just has that 80s fun feel to it. Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be.
I don't know. I love it.
I think it's going to be pretty special. The gameplay is great. I think it plays pretty great now. I can't wait for people to play it. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Now, when will this go on sale? Is this something that we can expect
we're-
soon?
No, we're planning to kickstart it probably next year because it's still got a little ways for polish. We're thinking early summer next year, June.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, definitely when that comes up, we'll have to send a link out.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Great.
gonna. I know I'll hop on the Kickstarter because that's something that I'm gonna want in my collection. Because that thing is just
heck
too
yeah.
rad.
I'm trying to make it the best looking board game I could make. So hopefully there.
Yeah. And Hula Girl says that Pop Cats are awesome. So
Oh, thank you.
there you go.
We're having a great time making it.
Now,
my
your
God.
game says that it is gonna be 13 years old and up. Is there a reason why such a high age?
Yeah, it played a bit simpler, but once we put a bit more strategy into the gameplay, we felt that it would be more ideal for an older demographic.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it plays pretty fast, like a.
Yeah, it says 30 to 60 minutes on here.
Yeah.
Dang.
I love it, man. I love it. I'm sorry. I can sit here and just stare at this stuff all day. So
No,
this is what I love about our Artist Alley series is, getting to see certain things that I would have never seen before.
Right. Now, Manny did have a question earlier about the vinyl stickers on your website.
Yeah.
He just wanted to know about them.
Oh, yeah. I have all kinds. I've got the Popcast series, kind of like this guy. Oh, hold on, that guy.
Ooh!
Yes. Oh,
Nice.
Yes.
Hey, Larry.
I love Ziggy Stardust, man.
Like this guy as well. Wait, hold on. There we go.
I know. I do the same
Prince.
thing. I'm like, wait, where do I go? Yes.
I do the same thing.
Dude,
But-
I love them.
I like doing stickers of. Oh, here we go. I forgot about this guy.
Bros.
Oh, Bros is looking a little chunky.
I like doing stickers of things that I love, basically. You
Nice.
know. I also have another series called the Pocket Size Legends, which is if I have one.
Yeah, we would if more stuff to show off. We would love to see it.
Those are cute, says Jessica.
I got like random. I like these horror ones that I did.
Oh, I love horror. Yes.
Okay, now you're right in
Yes.
right in
My
Prague's wheelhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. For some reason, I've kind of picked up doing horror stuff. It's really fun to do. Like I think the Thing piece that I did kind of inspired me to do more horror, oriented stuff.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah. Do you have a
cute.
favorite horror movie?
me.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think so. Does Alien count?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I consider it- I
I think
consider
the
it horror.
first one was more horror.
First
the
one,
second,
yeah, definitely.
the second
Yeah.
was more of action adventure.
Right. Yeah. Alien. I
Yeah,
think.
Alien.
And
That's
some
a good
scary
one.
looking creatures. So yeah.
Yeah, they're crazy looking.
And
Awesome.
Xenomorph, well, and who comes up with that stuff? Are you sleeping and dreaming about that type of?
Oh, there's a lot of
creature.
books written about H.R. Geiger and what goes on in his head and why everything looks like the female anatomy. So yes. It's very
I
interesting.
could
that
be
guy.
all in on that.
Have you
Yeah.
done any alien artwork?
What's that?
Have you done any alien artwork?
I did.
Yes, show us, show us.
I'm pretty proud of this. This. Hold on. Is it turning? And this.
Turn it. Oh, very nice.
Oh,
Oh my God, the colors.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
the details
The
on the
font,
chest
everything,
and the
yeah.
tail. Jeez.
oh my God.
You can see a better version of that on theninjabot.com. That's my main website. Yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggs in the, in like the design work in the frame and stuff.
I can see that. It's
There's
like
like
you can tell you're a graphic designer.
So
Yeah,
when, sorry, go ahead.
You can definitely see how graphic design informed my
Right.
style.
Oh yes, for sure.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
And I think
Um,
because you're a graphic designer, I think it helps kind of showcase your artwork if you were at a con and setting up a display too. It's like eye catching, versus
I tried-
someone who's just freehanding stuff. And
Right. I try to, I try to stand out. Make it look spiffy.
yeah, you've done a good job of that.
Now, with a lot of your art, do you try to throw in little Easter eggs here and there? Is that
More so now, yeah. Especially
Yeah.
with this alien one, I was like, ooh, I like doing this. Like, I want to do more of this kind of stuff.
Cool.
because I feel like that would be something just.
Oh, I know.
It would make the art so much more fun, knowing that there's something that if someone stares long enough at your art, they can go, "Wait a second,
Yeah.
I see that."
right.
Like to me, that is just great. It's fascinating.
I think if you look at the Luchador series, there's always I think at the very bottom there's a sponsored by in Spanish, and it's always I think it's like a DC. I forget what I did with it actually. Let me see. It's been a while. I think I've always enjoyed putting Easter eggs and stuff like that.
Presidente por pig belly burger.
Yeah, see, like there's reference. That's right.
That's awesome.
And
that's fantastic.
And then I put for the Batman and Joker one, I made the sponsor Killer Croc's butcher shop.
Nice.
But
Good night, Manny. Have a good one.
good night.
He actually just asked another question.
Funny enough, he's like, I'm gonna go to bed.
Right
But here's a
before he's
question.
got to go. Have you thought about doing separate art pieces that, if you put them together, tell a whole story?
Ooh,
That's an interesting idea.
I did. I attempted to, but I never figured it out. I have a series of prints called the Origin series. I don't know if it's still. Let's see, it is. It was a bunch of prints. It's still on here. So it was a bunch of really simple illustrations I did about character origin stories. They're very minimalistic. There's no logos or costumes in them at all. It's just up to the knowledge of the viewer to figure out who they're looking at. It's on the website. It's near I think it's page 2, actually. It starts on page 2 of in the shop. And I wanted to do an origin story featuring the Fantastic Four crew. And I wanted to tell over 4 different prints.
Right.
But I just could not figure it out. How to do it.
So like something like having a picture of a boy with a rose and some like pearls would be obvious. That's Bruce Wayne. That's his origin, right? It's like that kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
The name?
Right.
Sorry.
No, but I like that. Keeping it simple like that. You kind of get like, because so many people know a lot of these characters' origin stories enough that you don't necessarily need the logo or the cape or their symbol or whatever.
Right. So it's like, so this is like, whose origin would that be?
Let's see. Well, that's Batman.
Exactly.
That's the one I was just thinking of. Yeah. See, pearls. Exactly.
Wow.
Yep. That's her pearls falling off. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, actually.
Thanks.
The perspective and everything, because he's looking up at his mother and father being murdered.
Like
insane.
Oh
yeah, it's Captain America. Gotta love it. I like that style too. It has like that retro feel,
really cool. And I'm not even a Captain America fan, and I really like that. I really like that though. That is awesome.
Let's do one more.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, are these something you said you never released? Really, you just put them on your website?
Oh no, I released them. They're on the
okay.
They're back in my shop after not being there for a while, just because I got tired of looking at them. But I miss looking at them.
Oh, they're nice. I like them.
This one's probably one of my favorite series.
Oh yeah.
Oh, perfect. I like the shadow of him. What he grows to become. I love it.
I'm really proud of the series because people reward themselves for knowing what's going on. Oh,
yeah, I like how it's titled "Other Guy."
Right, exactly.
That's what he says. The other guy.
All the titles in that series, all the titles hint to who the person is. It never tells you who it is. It's all like for Batman, it's Rose Alley. That's the title.
Right.
Well, and I'm looking right now at you have it titled Clown, which is it's the Joker.
Yep.
No.
And but the thing that if I'm just looking at it, it could just be a zombie hand, but because you use green and purple, boom, immediately I think Joker, which is beautifully colored.
And then that print next to him, if you notice, is the therapy print.
Yeah. So good. Oh, drawing hearts. That's fantastic.
That's a really cool idea.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Origin thing.
was funny. It was an idea we kickstarted. Oh man, maybe 2011, 2012, something like that.
Jeez. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was good. It had a really good reception. So I was able to do I don't know, like 23 of these, like 20 origins.
Wow.
I mean, you even went into doing Powerpuff Girls.
I did, huh?
Yeah. Man, that's wild. Do you see yourself possibly going back to these and doing some more? Because
I don't know.
Really good.
I joke around about it, but my wife's always like, "It's all."
Oh, okay.
Darn.
But-
Well,
Yeah.
Hula Girl did ask earlier. Do you do any Dia de los Muertos art?
Oh no, I did it. I did a commission once of Wonder Woman with the Los Muertos.
Right.
That's pretty dope.
Nice.
But I haven't done any more. Maybe in the future.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Very nice. Good question.
If the right commission comes your way.
That's right. He's like, I will do it. Yes. All right, Simshu's heading out for the night. Have a good one. Thanks for
Have
joining
a
us
good night,
tonight.
Simshu. Very cool.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to show us before we wrap things up tonight?
No. Well, the prizes for did I show you guys?
Yeah.
yeah,
You
let's-
showed us, but you didn't show the stream.
Right.
That's right. If you're here, you are eligible.
Yes. So we're giving out some stickers. The stickers I showed you earlier.
Oh,
They're
that
awesome.
Ziggy Stardust might find a home here.
Some enamel pin of Sparkles or character.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hologram stickers as well. And last but not least, I got my Spider Sona patch that I did when I first finished watching
Oh,
Spider-Verse.
that's cool.
And our Popcats book. This is kind of the thing that started it all. Bunch
No
of
way.
cats I drew.
Oh, yes.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I love it. I love that you do David Bowie so much.
I love him. I love Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie is fantastic, man. That's awesome.
But yeah,
Very cool.
All right.
So why don't you promote yourself? Where can people find you? Where can people even ask for commissions?
oh my gosh. Well, you can find my work at theninjabot.com. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook by @theninjabot. Please check out our new game that we're trying to get off the ground called Popcats Fighter. It's going to be awesome. You can check that out at Popcats Fighter Game on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Very
Awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, you've already got a new follower out of me, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see more stuff. 'Cause
Thanks.
I really like it's funny that you had said that your wife told you, oh, you know how you got sick of that series and you moved. It's almost like you could see your progression of the stuff that you in your shop, like you're where you were. Okay, I'm done with this series. Now I'm starting something new, and it moves into something new. I love that. It's fun.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh,
Can
fantastic
you
stuff,
show
man.
all the prizes again? We had a little glitch on our thing right when you were showing them.
No
Yeah, it's like
problem.
right as you're showing the thing, I was like, no,
Let
no
me put
video.
you full screen too.
Okay, so we got the patch and our Popcats book.
Book is awesome, man.
We've got an enamel sticker, an enamel pen, sorry, and a sticker.
Sparkles.
And we got some cool stickers for folks as well. Prince and Bob Ross Kitty,
Nice.
and David Bowie and Frida Kahlo.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Frida Kahlo.
The ultimate unibrow. Oh, I love that.
Yep.
Great artwork. Well, cool. We're able to show that to everybody, and I think Trevor's working on how to do the giveaway.
Sweet.
Oh, are we gonna do it right here, right now?
Right here, right now.
I'm telling you, Prague, you need to be the singer of our episodes.
I am not a singer. No. I only sing randomly like that. It has to be spontaneous, serendipitous.
Yeah, that's usually how I do it too, but
No.
I got caught into this whole thing. Oh my goodness, you've got a Thanos cat. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Marty McFly cat. Come on, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. People love getting commissions with that guy.
Really?
I've gotten so many. I got a lot of Captain America dogs and cats, and I got a lot of Marty McFlys for sure.
That's
Wow.
awesome. So if here's the thing, I'm probably going to be writing you and to get a commission.
Sure.
But I have a little girl and a big boy. Let me find a picture of her. And I would love for her to be a Marty McFly,
Okay.
but she's the gray one, he's the Oh, actually, what if she was Doc Brown and he was
Right.
Marty McFly?
That's what I'm thinking. Looking at that picture.
I've definitely done that for people too. Like they have two pets, and one will be the other.
Like, oh, that's my favorite picture of them. Oh, I love my dogs.
Your dogs are great. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you'll be hearing from me.
Sounds good.
So what are you thinking, Trevor?
I think I almost got this figured out, going through all the menus.
Nice.
Man, you do have a lot of pops, Trevor.
Yep.
That's only just, what, 25%?
No, this is almost all of it.
Oh, really?
I got rid of all the crap.
Jedi says, with an Einstein with them. Yes, of course.
Oh, plus an Einstein. That means that I got to get like a hamster or something. And
yeah, exactly. Or yeah.
I'm Einstein and they're Doc and Marty. That'd be awesome.
That's funny.
Looks like while he's doing that thing.
I think I might have figured it out. So
Nice.
to enter to win, all you have to do is put exclamation point Popcats.
Oh.
That's all you got to do. So get it in there.
Yeah.
Exclamation
Meg
point.
processed it.
Popcats.
It looks like it's going through. Cool.
Nice.
That was actually pretty easy.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it was.
It's giveaway time.
It's working. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody putting in their request for it.
What kind of time frame are you thinking?
So there's 7 minutes on the clock.
Oh, 7 minutes on the clock. Okay.
Perfect.
So while people are doing that, let me hop back up here because I saw some stuff.
Now for the giveaway though, I think we should probably do like a first place, second, third, fourth, all that kind of stuff since there's multiple items, or how do we want to do this? Bunch them together?
Up to you guys, yeah.
I can pick multiple winners, I think.
Okay.
I know multiples.
First time for everything.
And
if
thank
not,
you
then someone
so
gets
much
everything.
for doing this. It's very, very cool.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I like almost did exclamation point Popcats because I want to join you.
Let's see the podcast. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping some more people would jump in here to at least get into the giveaway for you.
Oh, and if you are watching on YouTube, Periscope, or any other way, we are doing the giveaway over on Twitch.
Good call.
So you may, if you are watching somewhere else, please jump over to Twitch because that is where the giveaway is happening. And it looks like we just posted your Instagram to show people. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
That's where you would prefer people to go to, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Nice and easy.
Okay. Let's go back here. That was the thing who was on Mixer, and no one was really on Mixer. One person said goodbye to us, but I don't know who that was.
Aw, yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, Mixer.
Goodbye, Mixer.
Now, I got to know, why does nobody want to use Facebook Gaming?
Oh, I was going to ask you guys about that if you guys knew or had a preference.
No, I mean, I guess a lot of people just aren't on Facebook. You know, honestly, there's a lot of the younger generation that just don't have a Facebook account. So,
which is so weird.
Why would you want that? Why is it weird? I mean, Facebook died years ago, so it makes
I
sense.
still use it on a daily basis.
So you're not part of the younger generation, I'm afraid.
Okay, so I remember when Facebook came around and it killed MySpace.
Right. And now everything else is killing Facebook. It just happens. That's how things work in
'cause
life. Yeah.
Remember
I
Friendster?
have. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you remember Friendster at all?
Yeah. I remember
Oh.
Friendster.
Friendster. So
Yeah.
I remember. So I used to work on cruise ships,
Mhm.
and a lot of my Filipino friends from the cruise ships all use Friendster. I
Really?
didn't know anybody in the States that used Friendster.
Yeah.
Everybody in the Philippines used it. I thought that was real fascinating. I just figured, oh, well, maybe this is just a Philippine
Maybe.
Facebook type of thing.
Yeah. No, I know about Friendster, but I also have a lot of Filipino friends, so it might be a connection there. I don't know.
Is this still around at all? I don't even know.
I have not heard it from it in a long
I actually
time.
looked up MySpace yesterday. I went on to MySpace to look up a band that I remembered from when I was like 13
Hilarious.
years old. I was like, oh, I got to see if these guys are still around. And all I could think about was, well, they're probably still on MySpace.
Right. I like how Mountain Bake says Facebook is now the slightly out of touch parent.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
The thing about Facebook gaming is a lot of people don't know. Like
No, that
'cause
too. Like,
the
I didn't know
current
about
system
Facebook gaming.
is terrible. So we got to give them like a year because we'll see where they're at. Because right now their interface is terrible. You can't even really see the chat while somebody's gaming, and it's a whole thing. But if they're throwing down as much money as they are, maybe by June 2021. Because I know Amazon's not doing anything with Twitch. Twitch is perfectly fine. It's adequate, but it's not special or great.
Oh,
Right.
it's not special
Exactly.
at all.
I think the only way they can really overcome it is if they allow people not to use their real names anymore. Because I think that's what people have a problem with Facebook. They want their anonymity.
Yeah,
Right.
that's internet.
Right.
And really quick, I just saw that our numbers have kind of bumped up a little bit in the chat. If you haven't already, please do !PopCat for a giveaway. We have, or our guest here is giving away some really awesome prizes. So jump in there.
Jump in there.
Jump in there. I don't know how else to say. I have such a hard time saying exclamation point. Like for some reason, that's a hard word for me.
Luckily, Streamlabs keeps coming with a reminder. I don't even know how it does that.
That's fantastic.
Shout out to Streamlabs.
Shout out to Streamlabs. Okay, so yeah, Trevor, yeah, it's all too real
Was
there.
that
So I'm
your
just catching
Trevor?
up. No, I'm trying to read the chat. Talk. I also have a mint in my mouth, so it's tough to talk.
Jedi
Yes,
Assassin.
Jedi. Plural.
Yes,
Pop
plural.
Cats. Like the movie Cats that everyone loves and
works
adores.
too. You can put exclamation point podcast, and it shows the link to the latest episode of the Secondary Heroes podcast.
Oh,
Where
Oh
we
look at
my
that.
goodness, what is
Jared
going on?
Mariyama. That was a good one.
See? There you go.
Twitch is just the place to be, I guess.
Yeah.
Or is it
I
a
was just-
Streamlabs thing?
I was just listening to that episode with Jared that you guys did. It was
nice.
good. Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, real nice
He
guy.
has experience podcasting, and you can tell.
Yeah,
You-
for sure.
This guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I do not.
Nah,
No,
you're
hey,
great.
you're doing a great job. Is this your first podcast that you've jumped into?
With video, I believe it's the first.
Very
Okay.
nice.
Over the phone.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
usually our Thursdays we usually do like the live drawings and whatnot, but we definitely wanted to have you on. So I mean,
know,
we
thank-
understand that you it's all good to us because it was really great to have you on.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was great, guys. It was a blast, actually.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good, man. Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
They aren't my family that I've seen for 2 months, straight.
Right?
Oh yeah, right. See a new
Oh.
face here and there.
This is great.
It was kind of nice. I guess like the giveaway period for entry is finished.
Yeah,
It is
it's time to
completed.
pick a winner. Should we pick multiple winners?
Yeah. What if we
If
did,
you know how
okay,
to, sure.
Okay.
What if we did the sparkles? We did the stickers, and then the book and
Sure.
and
So there's
patch.
3 prizes. Which one do you consider the best prize?
Probably the book.
That's what
Okay.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
That will be the second place
Second
victory
place.
then. Yep. So
Because we're secondary heroes. Second place is best.
First one then.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's see who wins. Drum roll, please.
Here goes for the stickers.
Jesse, what? Very nice.
Oh,
Jessica
Jessica,
Poe.
awesome. You know what? That's a great prize right there for her.
Nice.
And Trevor,
Aw,
should we
yeah.
write this down in our notes?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I don't know why I wrote those names. In the
Okay, and then second place is going to be the book.
Oh, the book. Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
Second place we have Mountain Meg, secondary
Yeah,
hero.
Mountain Meg for the book. Awesome.
Secondary
And the
winner.
Spider-Man. Nice.
And then let's see,
Second
third place is
Honestly,
those are so
they're
cool.
all really good.
I know. Look at that sticker, dude. That thing is amazing.
oh,
And I love that.
That's
Mule.
fun.
And wait, and
And
Ed
then-
won. Oh,
Yeah.
rigged.
Ed!
Rigged.
Totally rigged.
Uh,
So
Congratulations,
Ed
Ed.
and Jessica are actually married. So
yep.
saves on
Oh,
shipping.
very nice. It
saves
does,
on
right?
shipping.
It does.
Oh, very cool, man. Very cool.
Oh man, that was fun. That was a lot of good fun, a lot of great artwork and conversation.
Yeah,
So thank you for joining
definitely.
us.
Yeah.
Really fun. for having
Be
me.
sure everyone to follow at the Ninja Bot on Twitter and Instagram and wherever you like.
Wherever you like your social media.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, I like Facebook and nobody else does anymore.
Wow. Yeah.
And be sure to
Sorry.
join us every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. We'll hopefully have a new artist and new giveaways, and we have this whole Twitch thing set up. So I think there's
Yeah.
all new potential for stuff.
So high tech, you guys.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
right? We're learning.
To new adventures. So thank you,
Very
and
cool.
we'll see everyone next week, I guess.
Yep.
Have a good